Yo boys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making a CRUD program. This is going to be create, read, update and delete quotes from a database. So to start off, first thing you want to do, you want to create a new folder, just like I have here. Create a new folder. Inside that folder you want to do a new folder, call that templates, just like that. Inside this, create one new file, call that base.html. This is what we're going to be doing. This is going to be the start of it. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. First, just obviously doc type, set the language you want it to. There we go. And then do some meta details. There you go. Another one. Just in the comments, let me know if you want. Let me know if you want me to skip these parts where I'm just actually coding, or if just because it might get a little boring, or if you want me to just keep it like this so you can just easily follow along. I'm not exactly sure right now, but yeah, just give me your opinion in the comments. And then we'll get back to that in a second. That is going to be our CSS file, but not right now. So yeah, there is quite a bit to this program. Obviously, probably the most important thing is the database. We'll be creating that using Python, and then we'll have 3 HTML files, and I'm not going to include it in this video, but you can include CSS and Java just to make it a little bit better. Obviously it looked better. I'm probably not going to focus on the looks as much here. This is mainly just for the functionality. Like, mainly we just want to create a CRUD program, obviously. That's the main objective of this video. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. If you want to see me do other videos, other kind of videos, they are on my channel. Make sure to subscribe as well, and obviously keep leaving suggestions on what you want me to do, because I will. Because right now I'm just going off purely what I am doing. I haven't got any suggestions from anyone yet, so maybe just leave a comment. But if you didn't know, also right here, this stuff is called Ginger code, and I'll show you where this comes in a second. So that's our first HTML file done. Not really that much in it, but you'll see where these come into play later. So what we're going to do, create another HTML file. This one's going to be called update.html. Oh, I didn't update. There we go. And now this is where the Ginger code really starts to work here. So take a look at this. we go. I'm not exactly, haven't exactly got my head around what the Ginger code does, why it's so useful, but I do know it just works. Like I did originally make a just 1 second. I did make a kind of alternative of this. What was it? It was like a task manager, right? And it obviously, like it says in CRUD, it will create, read, update, and delete. It will create, read, update, and delete tasks. So it's like does that, and this is basically where I'm getting all this from. So I can't exactly explain to you what the Ginger code is, like I said, but I just know that this is where it's meant to be. And now we might actually get into some actual HTML here. So let's see. There we go. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but there is going to be, we will get to the functionality. Obviously that's going to be using Python, and that's also, Python is also going to create the database. And I did forget to mention, before you do any of this, before you do any Python or anything, you have to make sure you have SQLite and Flask installed, because that's how we're going to create the database. So do that before anything. I would put the command on the screen, but when I use the terminal, it gives away a bit too much personal information, you know. So I probably won't be doing that. But you can also just search it up anywhere really online. That was actually meant to be indented the whole time. I'm bad there. Type, yep. So the actual Python file is pretty big. It is pretty large. So there is quite a bit to that. But it is a pretty good result in the end. I hope that you will be happy with how it turns out, because when I first created this, I certainly was happy with it. And obviously you can add to it as much as you want. This is just basically getting down the functionality, and then yeah, you can do really what you want with it. You can make it better. This one, it doesn't have have like columns or anything to define like what the entry is in the database, so you can update that, but it is just going to be the quotes in the database. It's not going to be, you can't filter it or anything, but yeah, like I said, it is a bit of a basic one, but it does work. So yeah, the functionality does work, and like I said, add as much as you want to it. You can add CSS, you can add JavaScript, anything to enhance it basically. And there we go. That's our second HTML file done. That's going to be for updating it. And now we're going to go on to the main one. This one's going to be called index.html. You might have been able to guess that, but that's what it's going to be called. And let's get straight to it. You don't have to name it exactly like exactly what I'm naming it, but you just have to make sure that you're putting everything in correctly so it does do what you need it to do, so you don't get any errors or anything. But yeah, that's about it. The good thing about this is it does allow you to customize it a lot, as you could imagine, for any coding project really. That doesn't really differ for anything, any coding project. But oh wait, I accidentally messed that up. This is meant to be this. So that is my bad, boys. I did not mean to do that, but just update the name there. And then this is meant to be motivational quotes. Doesn't have to be motivational quotes. Can be any type of quotes. Can be sad, can be happy, motivational, anything really. Just the main idea is that you're building the basic skills to create an app like this. Now we're just going to test something. This is just to test if Flask is working throughout these 3 different files. And then we're going to go like this. We are going to create an if statement. So I didn't know you could actually do this in Ginger code, but apparently you can. So that's good. Actually is very different to what I'm used to, and obviously I would assume what you're used to. But yeah, you can just research what Ginger code is. That I messed that up. That's meant to be quotes, or if quote actually. I did not mean that. Yeah, like I said, you can research what Ginger code is and how to use it and stuff, but right now I'm just gonna be coding with it. It is pretty bad that I'm not sure what it exactly does. I should be across that, but just for the sake of the video, I will not be explaining that. Now we're just gonna have a now you can, there's 2 options here. You can do name of the person, just like that, name or author of the quote. I'm just gonna do name, just because it's more casual. And author, when I think of author, I think of books, and obviously these aren't books, so we're going to just go like this, and then name quote, and that's what's going to display the quotes and who made it. And now we are going to create a for loop. So for task, for so I'm not actually coding this in the correct order. but in the end it will come together successfully. Ideally, that's what we want in the end, obviously, but yeah. That's weird and that's great. Oh well. There we go. So that is not grey anymore, that's good. Now I'm gonna just create the just write these URLs here. I do apologize, I keep mixing up task and quote and having to readjust this. Like I said, I am just used to writing this for a to-do list, task manager. So that does explain it, but like I said, like there's no excuse for that. This should be better. I should be able to do it right. Also, I would like to hear your guys' like what code editors you use, if you use any at all, because I'm using Visual Studio Code and I really like it. I definitely recommend it to anyone that's trying to get into coding. It's very just user friendly, like it's very helpful as well. You can save a lot of time by the shortcuts like that. It comes up with the like what it could be, kind of like if you use Google Docs, and just really helpful if you just want to get it done fast, you know. So yeah, now we're going to create a form here. And I forgot to mention earlier, but don't make sure the method get or post, make sure that is on capitals. I did make a mistake originally the first time I did this. I put it in non-capitals, it did not work, so that needs to be capitals, otherwise it won't work, because Python it requires it to be capitals. So don't fall for the trap, I guess, and do it in lowercase. It has to be capitals. I'm just going to delete this and go value. There we go. Okay, I just realized I messed up. I'll fix that in a second. Okay, I did actually mess up pretty badly. Just bear with me here. You will have to make some adjustments to your code. So first of all, this is not meant to be indented. It's only meant to be like that. This is not meant to be indented like that. Neither is this. That's okay there. That's okay there. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, that's okay. I accidentally messed up there. That is not meant to be there. Now there is that. So what you want to do, you want to just cut this, Control X if you didn't know, and then go like that. Now, yeah, that's good. Let me just double check. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that is all the HTML files you'll need. It might have been a bit boring, but there you go. So that is going to be the first part of this series, I guess. That's all you need for HTML, and come back for the Python where we'll set up the database.